So we're going to be role playing today, everybody. I get a lot of value out of actually working with you guys on that. Sean Kundra, how are you? Good to see you, sir. I emailed you, I haven't heard back. Let me know. Okay, so we're going to be working on waiting till the fall, or any kind of waiting, really. We're going to be role playing that today. Let me get us live into the Facebook group for Agent Locator. I'll do an intro as to who I am. We'll start talking about the topic and we'll do some role play. Good? Shake your head up and down in the affirmative. All right, there we go. Look at that. You can hear me. Let's see. We're going to go live into the Facebook group. Let's hope that Facebook cooperates. It doesn't always. Agent Locator. So I want you guys thinking about this. I want you thinking about the reasons why a buyer should buy now, or why a seller should sell now in your market. Looks like I don't have permission to go live. All right. Isis, can you reach out to Agent Locator and make sure that I have permission to go live?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just message them and we'll see if we can get that fixed. Okay, so I'm Dale Archdekin, everybody, the founder of Smart Sales Coaching. We are a scripting and dialogue training company that specializes in training agents and ISAs to convert leads at a high level, right? To be able to set more appointments and get more contracts. That's what we do. That's what we specialize in. Agents and team leaders come to us when they're looking to get more appointments out of the leads they're buying, and they're looking to have more success with being able to stay in a conversation with a prospect, set an appointment with the prospect, and have a better shot of that prospect closing with them. That's what we do. And so we've partnered with Agent Locator to bring webinars just like this to you guys. I'm highly interactive. I like to role play. I like to practice, because here's what I know. All of you wonderful salespeople looking at me right now, I can tell you amazing things to do and say and exactly how to go about it. And you'll say, yeah, Dale, got it, no problem. And then you won't go and do what we talked about. Do you know why you won't go do what we talked about if we just talk about it? Because theory is very different from actually doing whatever the technique is that we talk about. So we have to practice it. Those of you who practice are going to have a much better chance of remembering what we talked about, how to apply it, and using it in a real life sales conversation. Some of you might be sales snipers, tons of experience. You do it every day, no problem. You can take a concept or an idea that I talk about and you can slide it into what you're already doing. For most of the rest of you, it doesn't work that way. We have to role play. We have to practice it. So we're going to be practicing today. So here's what I want you to do. If you know that you're going to be a role player, down at the bottom of the screen is, actually, by show of hands, who here has done a webinar with me before or a training with me? Raise your hand if you've done training with me before. Wow, bunch of new people. Look at that. Shanta wrote in, I did. Morgan, Stella. Okay, great. So we've got a few people that have been here before. If you know that you want to role play today, and what we're going to do is we're working on, I'm waiting until the fall. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the fall. It could be waiting till after the holidays, waiting till the spring, waiting for interest rates to go up or down, waiting for home values to go up or down, whatever it may be. I'm going to teach you a pattern for how to address it. And then we're going to practice it. So if you know you're going to role play today, there's a little reactions button, it has like a smiley face on it at the bottom of your Zoom screen. If you know that you're going to be a role player today, click the button and click raise hand. And you're just going to keep your hand up. Thank you, Gabe. Look at that. Gabe is brave. He's going to be role playing. Gregory, Gabe, thank you. I see your in real life hand. We're going to have you use your digital hand, which is the little button that says reactions down at the bottom. And if you can't figure that out, I'll call on you anyway. All right. So if you know you want to role play, click that button, keep your hand up. That way I know who my role players are. Okay. So waiting sucks, right? Nobody wants people. I don't want people to wait. When do you want to sell somebody a house? Gabe, when do you want to sell somebody a house?
Right now.
Right now. Thank you, Gabe. When do you want them to list their house?
This hour.
Right now. Yes, exactly. Hey, I'm emailing you the paperwork. I've already signed my half. You just need to click the button to DocuSign and send it back, right? That's when we want to do it. The unfortunate reality, everybody, is everybody doing things right now?
No.
Are a lot less people doing things right now? Yes. Are we
Yeah.
hearing a lot more about waiting or can't or something else needs to happen first? Yes. So this is the first thing that I want to talk with you guys about. Gabe, we're going to remute you. Thank you for your participation. You can keep your hand up, by the way, Gabe, so I know who my role players are. Here's the reality, everybody. We're in the summertime. I'm going to assume that most of your markets are cyclical, just like my market is cyclical. Most markets are. The reality is, and I have these conversations with salespeople all the time and with team leaders as well, fewer people are going to transact right now. Fewer people are going to meet with you right now. Fewer people are going to go look at homes with you right now. Fewer people are going to sign a listing agreement with you right now. That's just reality. There's no sense in ignoring reality. What that means, however, is that we have to have more conversations. We have to have more interactions with more people. When fewer people will transact, when fewer people can transact, it means we have to talk to more of them. And a lot of those people that can't or won't transact right now will transact at some point in the future. And what you're doing is building nurtures into the system. Okay? By show of hands, who needs to hear that from me today? That you still need to make these contacts and you need to make even more. Is this helpful for anybody? By show of hands, for me to remind you of this. I see some nods. Okay, good. I'm glad. I understand that it's pretty common sense, right? However, we forget as salespeople. So first thing is, there's going to be fewer people doing stuff. That's okay. Let's accept it. We have to have more conversations. And here's something I'm going to say that may sound heretical as a sales trainer. Some people just aren't ready. Some people just aren't ready to do something right now. Some people just aren't ready to buy, just aren't ready to sell, and that's okay. However, that doesn't mean that we accept the first no, that we accept the first not now, that we accept the first not ready. Here's what we do. In the most polite and professional manner, we make them prove to us that it can't be now and it can't be sooner. Okay? We do that with our questions. So here's what this is something I want to give you, and I want you to write this down. I have to be relational, not transactional. I have to be relational, not transactional. What do I mean by that? This is what transactional sounds like. Nadine, can I sell you a house today? No, I can't sell you a house. Why can't I sell you a house? When can I sell you a house, Nadine? That's transactional. Relational is, hey, Gabe, should we buy a house? Oh, we shouldn't. What? Should we buy a house now? Oh, we shouldn't buy a house now. Why shouldn't we buy a house now? Well, Gabe, can we buy a house sooner than that? That's relational. What's the difference? What's the difference?
Personal,
Go ahead.
personal touch, making it more personable. Like
Close.
agree.
What's the difference between can I sell you a house and can we buy a house?
You're building a rapport with the client, and you're not only just doing it per transaction, you're building a relationship for a lifetime. So they're going to always call you to list a property.
Yes,
You're
you're
building-
closer to where I'm headed. Go ahead, Gagnon.
Building trust.
Trust. Okay, I like it. I've
Trust.
heard rapport. I've heard trust. Why does that build more rapport and trust? Why?
You're using the word we.
Exactly.
And so if I say we, that means I'm regarding you as my partner, right, everyone? When you talk to a lead, they are your business partner. You and that lead are making a decision together. Now, if we make the decision not to buy or sell a house now, or not to buy or sell a house sooner, or not to buy or sell a house together, we're making that decision together. That is vastly different from can I sell you a house or can I list your house? Got it? When you approach it from that direction, and this is just something I want to bake in because we're a sales training company. I literally listen to thousands of hours of conversations, interactions. My trainers, my professional trainers listen to thousands of hours of sales interactions. The most successful salespeople ask questions and do discovery and act like they're making the decision with the prospect. The least successful agents talk in a way, ask questions in a way as though they are approaching somebody that they want to buy or that they want to get to do something, right? They approach them as a transaction. So when somebody says to you, we're not doing it now, we're not doing it under these circumstances, I'm not doing it with you, I want you to switch into, hey, we are making this decision together. Please explain to me how it makes sense that we wouldn't do it now, or we wouldn't do it under these circumstances, or we wouldn't do it with together or with these people, right? That will direct your questions. That will direct your conversation. That will help you. Now, I'm going to get out of the world of theoretical because I think I'm putting Shakir to sleep. It's okay, Shakir. We're going to get to the good stuff. Don't worry, sir. We're talking about waiting till fall. And honestly, it's waiting until any time. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you the pattern that we're going to run through first. And then what I want to do is I'm going to solicit from you guys some reasons as to why a buyer should buy now, why a seller should sell now. Because I don't know where the state, everybody raise your hand if you're in the Canadian market. Should be just about everybody. Okay, I'm going to assume that your crazy Canadian real estate market, oh, all the digital hands go up. When I say raise your hand, I mean this, like do these things. Digital hand is like, hey, I'm going to be a role player. Anyway, I'm going to assume that your Canadian market is in some crazy state of interest rates being too high or home values crashing or home values being too high. Correct? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Let me show you the pattern real quick, and then I'm going to grab some education pieces from you guys. And I'm going to show you how to use it. Let me share my screen. I'm going to show you the pattern that we're going to work on today. Okay. So when you look at waiting until fall, that's really just kind of a placeholder. Basically, when somebody says they're going to wait, or they're going to wait for interest rates or home values or the spring or the fall or holidays or birthdays or whatever they say, what you're going to not do is you're not going to first disagree with them. You're not going to immediately make them wrong. You're not going to immediately educate them before understanding them. We will educate them at some point, but you have to understand them first before you educate them. And we're not going to close them immediately. So these are the things you're not going to do. And a lot of these are the errors that I hear. I feel like Shakir, did we hit the last one? Is that you? You close immediately? Which one? I saw your facial expression change.
Oh, no, I just was writing it down.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
By the way, everybody, we will send this replay out within 24 hours of this webinar, and it will include these slides. So don't worry about that. We'll send it to everybody. So this is what we're not going to do. And this is a lot of the errors that we hear. And I can unpack that and tell you why we're not going to do that if you want, or I can just move on to what we will do. So what you're going to do is you're going to get their perspective or experience. Okay. Somebody says, I'm going to wait until the fall. We want to understand, why do they think that? Why did they decide that? And more importantly, what's the benefit to them? What are they going to get out of waiting for whatever event it is to happen or whatever timing it is to happen? Then, once you feel like you have an understanding of how they're thinking, how they've put things together, and what they think they're going to get out of it, then we move into an education piece. And then it says here, establish motivation and ability. Really, that means a soft close. And the soft close typically sounds something like, if we could, would you? Or if it was possible to, would you? Right? That's just a soft close. Now, I said earlier that we can't convert everybody. We can't get everybody to do something right now, right? If we can't get them to move forward now, we're going to set a logical next step. And I'll talk about what the logical next step is. So this is the format that we're going to follow. I'll show you real quick. So we've got a series of questions. These are just examples of questions, right? What's important about waiting till X? When you say X, what do you mean? When do you think X will happen? What will waiting for X do for you? What if X doesn't happen? That's a reversal, is what we call it there, right? And here we just have an education piece, right? So we'll go through and get yours from you, but basically we're going to educate people and then we're going to soft close them, right? If you this, would you blank? So that's the soft close. And then logical next step is, these are the three components you have to have in any logical next step. Never end a conversation with a prospect, a lead, a meeting, whatever it may be, without establishing when you're going to talk or interact next, why you're going to talk or interact next, and what the prospect is going to get out of it. Okay. This whole thing like, oh, I'll send you some listings and follow up down the road. It's very vague. It's not clear, right? Hey, Shakir, I'm going to send you properties that match the criteria you're looking for. I'll give you a call tomorrow afternoon just to make sure that I'm sending you the right properties and not wasting your time, right? That's when we're going to talk, why we're going to talk, and what he's going to get out of it. Just in that very simple example. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to close this out. Let's talk about reasons why in your market a buyer should buy right now. So unmute yourself and offer them up. What are there any advantages to a buyer buying now?
A lower down payment
Why would it be a lower down payment if they bought now?
because their purchase amount is lower than what would they be paying at high time.
So you're saying your home values right now, your values are expected to go up.
In the future, yeah.
Okay, so homes are expected to be more expensive later.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Why else should a buyer buy? Anybody else? Go ahead, Alka.
Inventory is low and there's a probability of it even being lower for a longer time.
Okay, so inventory will go even lower, which Shakir, is inventory low in your market?
Yeah, there's not many new listings coming out.
Okay, so this is like a 1-2 punch, right? The lower the inventory goes, the higher the prices go until it hits a certain point where either it stagnates or somebody starts building more houses. Right? That's the typical cycle. So we've got those two. Alka, did you have another one?
Yes, and the rentals are also like, going through the roof.
Okay.
So if you have the down payment, it makes more sense to buy rather than rent because the rents are as high as your payments would be in some cases, not all.
Okay, good. Any other reasons a buyer should buy now other than Shakir or Alka, who gave us some really good ones?
Rates, locking in rates. So lots of people have like 60-day rate holds, and lots of people want to get into the market before that happens. And also back to Akia's comment, I think investors are also a great time to buy because of the high rents as well.
Natalia, are in your market, are interest rates expected to go up or stay the same, or is there no information around that?
We just got a notice. We got an announcement just 2 days ago that it just went up a little bit as well. So it looks like it's going to keep coming up, but hopefully in the next year, hopefully they start to come down. So we're not sure yet, but they just, yeah.
Right now, we're the highest we've been since 2001 interest rates. So yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so we've got a lot of great information here. When you said you're the highest you've been since 2001, Natalia said that you got a notice that they're going to go up again, but we have no definitive information that says they'll go down anytime soon, right, everyone?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure because we're not in the business of lying. We can certainly omit some information, but not directly lying. And so that's why I wanted to make sure as we do this role play that there's nothing definitive that says interest rates are likely to come down. Okay, good. Now, why should a seller sell right now?
Less inventory, so therefore there's much better chances they're going to get a higher price. There's also lots of newcomers in Vancouver, so we have a lot more people wanting to buy, lots of new immigrants, and so a lot of students. So yeah, we have a lot more people coming through into open houses.
All right, now, Natalia, since you answered that, and we'll go to some other people too. If I'm a seller and I said, well, inventory is low and you have really high competition, I'm just going to sit here and watch the meter keep running up. Is there any cap to that, anyone? How would you refute that?
Well, I mean, there's also, it's summertime as well. So I find that a lot of people are away as well. A lot of people are on vacation. So, I mean, the people that are actually here and serious to buy are only the ones that are actually serious. So I think that's one of the biggest things that we'd like to say that to clients.
Okay. Who else had a reason that sellers should sell right now? I think it
Are
was
we talking about summer market?
Angelique. What's that, Angelique?
Yeah, if I mean, I'm pushing sellers to come on the market right now because there's a lot of uncertainty as to where we're going to be in the fall. And naturally during fall market, sellers are going to face a lot more competition. So I think they're, depending on which area they're in, they might sell at a more favorable price right now.
Okay, low competition, great.
And
Go ahead. Go ahead.
when we say that it's like as expectations for interest rate to go up, prices are gonna go down because not many people will qualify for the mortgage. So it's a good time to sell now.
Okay, I love it. All right. So everybody that's listening, if you didn't have reasons that a buyer should buy, you didn't have reasons that a seller should sell, we're laying them out right now. And now I think we're good, unless anybody has another reason they want to offer. We're going to go into working through this pattern. Basically, I'm going to say an objection and you're going to unpack me according to the pattern that we do. And then you're going to educate, then you're going to roll into a soft close. Okay. And we'll do that a couple of times. And we're going to go with an easy objection before we get into interest rates or, lack of inventory or anything like that. So we'll do a couple of easy ones just so we can follow the pattern. And then we will potentially even go into the logical next step, right? So practicing setting a logical next step with somebody, when we're going to talk next, why we're going to talk next, and what the prospect's going to get out of it. Does anybody else have another reason that a seller should sell? I'm just writing these down. Nope. Good. Okay. Let's get into role play then. Sound good? Let's go back to the pattern that we talked about. And I'm going to share my screen again. Here it is. Okay. So basically, we're going to get their experience or their perspective, figure out what the benefit is to somebody. Then we're going to educate them. Then we're going to soft close them, right? So for instance, that could sound like, if someone here says, no, we're going to be, hey, we're waiting until the fall. Got it. What's important about waiting until the fall? Or how did you decide to wait until the fall? If you notice these questions here, these are the unpacking questions, right? We're just going to get to understand them until we have a line on how they're thinking or how they're doing the math or what benefit there is to them. That's something that is important for us to uncover. The reason that we want to do that is because we have to figure out how are they doing the math? How are they solving the problem for themselves so that we know what they're shooting for? And can we solve that problem for them in a different way? Hold on one second. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. So let's roll through it real quick. Let me see who's a strong role player. Who does this all the time? You totally get this. This is in the bag. This is along the lines of what you normally do. Just unmute yourself and say me. Who's brave?
Me.
There we go. I love it. Who's me?
Go ahead, Dale.
Wait, what's your name, me? I can't see which one you are.
It's Gabe.
Gabe. Oh, hey. All right. Good, Gabe. For some reason, you're not showing up in my people stack, little images. All right, Gabe, here's what we're going to do, okay? I'm a lead, a registered on the website. You give me a call and I say, oh, hey, Gabe, thanks for the call, man, but we're not going to be buying until the fall.
Okay. What's important to you about waiting till the fall?
Well, we're just really too busy right now with, summer and things like that.
Okay. And are you concerned about the inevitable, about what could happen in the fall later if the rates still keep going up? What do you think that's going to happen to the home prices?
So I like it, but I feel like you should unpack me just a little bit more. Okay. Like here, let me help you understand something. You went immediately to the education and sort of quasi close, right? All right. So think about it this way. I'm your partner and I said, hey, partner, we're not going to buy until later because I'm too busy with summer stuff, right? Now, if you're really my partner, you can think of some questions like, got it. So what, Are you gone the whole summer, or are you just gone for a couple of weeks? Or, you know, when does summer end for you? When does fall start for you? Or will you be out of town, or are you just, you know, are you going to be around? Are you going to be out on the weekends? You know, so unpack it a little bit more just to understand me, because ultimately what you're going to do, Gabe, you're going to close me for a face-to-face meeting. You're going to close me to go look at houses with you, or you're going to close me to come to your office and talk to you, or you're going to close me so that you can come sit on my couch. But you better have a better understanding of how I'm doing things, how the process is going to go, so that you can craft a close for me that makes a little more sense. Is that clicking?
Yeah, no, I follow you. No, I went too quick down to the bottom.
Yep, too quick. All right, so let's do it one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, hey Gabe, thanks for the call, man, but we're not going to be buying until the fall.
Okay. What's so important about waiting till the fall for you?
We're just really busy with the summer right now, honestly.
Okay. Okay. What do you got going on this summer?
Yeah, so I mean, we just have a couple of different trips that we're going to be going on,
Nice.
and you know, the kids are in camp. So you know, we things get kind of hectic and we're not around that much.
Okay. And when do you think you're going to be going back to your regular routine?
Wow, look at this, everybody. Look at this guy. He's killing it. Yeah, so probably, you know, end of the kids go back to school in September, like first week of September. So, you know, that's when everything winds down.
Okay, awesome. And do you think waiting until then is the best choice for you right now? Just considering how the market is?
Yeah, like we don't really have time to go look at houses or anything like that. So
Yeah.
we're just going to put it off till then.
Okay, no, that sounds fair. Well, why don't we set a date right now, maybe for the first week of September, where we can catch up, and I'll keep you up to what's going on with the market.
Do an education piece first.
Well, education piece.
Yeah, I would do a little educating and then do the close me.
Okay.
First.
Well, just so you know, Dale, that prices may or may not go up, but as with these recent rate hikes we've been having, there's a good chance that pressure might go on the prices of the homes, and prices may actually go against your favor and come down. So that's just some food for thought for you.
And then soft close.
Uh,
Which actually you're just going to set a logical next step at this point, because we're so close anyway.
yeah. Okay. So when would it be the best time to talk for you in early September when you come back from vacation? Do you have a specific date that would work for you?
Actually, what piece of information did I give you where you could just tell me when we should talk?
Okay. So well, you did say for early September, right? So why don't we get together maybe on September 5th, and we can have another call, or maybe you can come to my office and we could continue this conversation further.
All right. Good job. All right, everybody. Applause. Round of applause for Gabe for going first. Did you see how the coaching got Gabe to really kind of unpack me a little bit more? And he got a lot more information than what he otherwise would have gotten when he went straight to the education piece. Remember when I said don't? You're not going to disagree, make somebody wrong, or educate them without understanding them, or close them immediately. So what Gabe initially did went way too fast, straight to the education piece. Pushing him to uncover more really helped him understand better. Almost like Gabe was trying to plan out how we were going to do this together, but he needed to ask me certain questions about how my summer was going to go, how it was going to be structured. You got it? Okay. All right. Looks like Natalie Silva wants to go. Hello, Natalie.
It's Italia, but yes, sure.
Yep, Natalia, thank you. I said Natalie. That's embarrassing. My apologies, Natalia. Okay, Natalia. So again, same scenario. We'll just do the same thing. I'll show you the questions on the board over here. And it's really organic, right? The way that we're doing this, because we're following a pattern. We're just understanding somebody. So Natalia, thanks for the call, but we won't be buying until the fall.
Okay, Mr. Smith, it was so nice talking to you. I'm just curious to know what's holding you back until the fall.
All right. Good question, Natalia. I would get rid of holding you back.
Okay.
Has anybody here played the question game with us before? In the question game, one of the rules that we have, or actually in the question game, we teach salespeople how to ask really great questions. And let me ask all of you, if a salesperson asks you something that sounds like, what's holding you back from X? What does that salesperson want you to do?
Hold back.
No. If the salesperson says, what's holding you back from, what does the salesperson want you to do? change your mind.
Yeah.
Right? They want you to do something different. They want you to do it now, sooner, whatever it is. So it's not a bad question, Natalia. A better question is the one that Gabe gave us, which is what's important about the fall. That's all positive. There's no negative. There's no holding back or anything like that. There's no undue sales influence on that question. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Hey, Natalia, thanks for the call, but we're not going to be buying until the fall.
Oh, I see. Well, what's so important in the summertime that you're holding? Oh, that's not holding you back. Sorry. I use that a lot. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you do. So it's one of those things where I want to take a little sidebar, everybody. What do you guys do for a living?
Sales.
Salespeople, right? You're all salespeople. Okay, now forget that you're a salesperson. In your real life, how often do you want to interact with a salesperson when you aren't ready for one?
Never.
Is anybody like that? Nobody likes that, right? If you walk onto a car dealership lot and some man or woman approaches you, what's their intention? What are they there for?
Sell your car.
To get you to buy a car, right? Okay, so now the only people that never forget that we are salespeople is us. If I'm interacting with a consumer and the consumer says, no, not right now, not under these circumstances, or not with you, your clock is limited now, right? And they know that anything that they say can and will be held against them in the court of sales, right? So if they say not right now and you say, oh, well, what's holding you back? They're like, oh shit, she's going to use this against me. Whatever I say here. Yeah, she's going to try to figure out a different way. So that's why we just clean up the language a little bit. If we keep it positive, if we get rid of holding you back, right? Or we get rid of making you wait, what has you waiting? All of that are just clear identifiers that your intention is to change somebody's mind. Okay. All right. So let's do it one more time. Hey, Natalia, thanks for the call, but we're not going to be buying until the fall.
Okay, that's no problem. What's important for you in the fall?
Well, I mean, right now we're just really busy with the summer.
Oh, I see. Well, that's sorry, one second. I'm just going to turn my phone just keeps blowing up and I don't want people to, sorry. Sorry, can we repeat again?
Yeah, sure. So I said, listen, we're just really busy with the summer.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so that's fine. So I'm just curious, what's going on in the summertime for you?
Listen, we got kids in camp and we're going to be gone for vacation. So, the month of August is pretty much shot for us.
Oh, I see. Okay. So when is the best time to chat with you in September? Possibly we can just put a follow-up date and we can chat in September.
All right. Now you just closed, right? You closed for a next step. I feel like I want you to educate me first and then close me. Okay. So go for that. Yeah, the whole month of August is shot for us.
I see. Well, I don't know if you noticed, so a lot of the newcomers are coming as well in the fall time. So just wanted to let you know, there's a lot going on right now with uncertainties in the market, and potentially September could be actually a great month. A lot of people are on vacation, so we might be stronger in September versus now. So something positive, right?
Okay, go. And now you're going to set a day and time with me.
So yeah, it looks like, my September, I can pull up my calendar and see what about mid-September, would that work for you? Can I call you back sometime mid-September?
Sure. Good job. Now, Natalia, in the role play with Gabe, what's a piece of information that he got from me that would have been super helpful for you to book that next call with me?
I don't recall.
Like he mentioned, first week of September.
Yeah, I said my kids go back to school first week of September, so pretty much everything is over at that point. And that was like a clear marker for him, right? So he could say, oh, great. Well, hey, how about we talk about the second week of September? So, you can't necessarily ask about kids because, you can't ask that unless somebody offers it. But what you could have asked is, got it. So when is the fall for you? Or when does summer end for you? When's all the craziness going to die down? When do you come back from your vacations, right? You can get into it with this prospect to line that stuff out. Good?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Shakir, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Good. Okay. Let's do it. Hey, Shakir, thanks for giving me a call, man, but we're not going to be buying until the fall.
Okay, no worries. What's holding? Oh, sorry. What are you waiting for until fall?
Wait, is waiting ever a good thing, Shakir?
No. Is
No.
there specific? Usually, what I say is there a specific reason that you're waiting till fall? Can I say that or no?
You can, and I'll help improve it for you a little bit, right?
Okay. Okay.
I'd say, are there specific advantages to waiting until the fall? Or are there specific advantages to buying in the fall? Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
So I got rid of the waiting and I said specific advantages. Or you could even say specific benefits.
But
Or
over here, sorry, not to interrupt you, but in the slide here, doesn't it say the word waiting in the first line? What's important about waiting till fall?
yes. Now that's if somebody says it to you, right? If they say, oh, Shakir, I'm waiting until the fall. Oh, got it. What's important about waiting until the fall? Or what's the benefit to waiting until the fall? If somebody says that, if they say, oh, got it, Shakir, we won't be buying until fall, right? Don't artificially put the word waiting in there. You can use it if they do, but don't put it in. Don't put in something that denotes something negative if the prospect doesn't use it.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, good. And in fact, it's always best to use as much of the prospect's words as you can, because
Right.
those words mean something specific to them.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do it again. Take it from the top. Hey, Shakir, thanks for the call, man, but we won't be buying until the fall.
Okay, no worries. Is there a specific advantage for waiting until September?
Good enough. Yeah. Right now, we're just super busy with the summer.
Okay, when you say you're busy in the summer, like what's going on?
That's good. Yeah, we just have a bunch of vacations. My kids are at camp, and like we're gonna be gone for at least the next month and a half or so, off and on.
Well, that's nice. I hope you have a great time out there. When do you think you would be back?
Probably, like mid-September.
September. Okay, so how about in mid-September, I call you and we see how things are going at that time and you can follow up. You would have more availability as well.
So the reason I want you to educate me first is I want you to apply a little bit of incentive, a little bit of importance, right? Or immediacy. I'm forgetting the word that I'm looking for, but I want you to urgency. Thank you so much. I want you to imply a little bit of urgency and then set that time with me. It's the urgency in a lot of cases that's going to make the difference for you, because think about it this way. You're at my disposal, right, Shakir?
Right.
I can call you anytime I want, whenever I'm ready, whenever it works best for me, versus, hey, Dale, interest rates are slated to go up again. That's going to drive our inventory. That's going to drive our prices up even farther. Or, we're already at low inventory, super high demand. That's not going away. There's more buyers coming into the market every month right now. So how about we get together in September when you get back? Would the second week work for you? That way we can get the ball rolling and help you take advantage of where you're at currently without the situation getting worse, right? So I just threw it together.
Okay.
It's that urgency. Thank you for whoever gave me that word. So let's take it from there. Okay. Yeah. Shakira, we're gone for at least the next month and a half. So, we'll be back in and, ready to talk about it maybe mid-September.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to let you know that prices will only go up. Competition will continue to be fierce and interest rates are likely to go up.
And
isn't that it?
set the appointment.
Oh, so what do you think about we follow up in September and we can discuss further and see what's going on at that time?
All right. Good job, Shakir. Round of applause, everybody. Ali, is it Ali or Ali?
It's Ali.
Ali. Okay. All right, let's do it. Wait, let me see. Do you want to do this scenario or should we spice it up a little bit?
Spice it with somebody else.
All right, let's do this one then, okay?
Okay.
Let's stick with this one. Yeah, Ali, thanks for giving me a call, man, but I'm going to be buying in the fall.
Great. So what's so special about the fall?
Well, I'm just super busy with summer right now, kid vacations and stuff.
Oh, great. Enjoying your summer and like any plans for this summer?
Yeah, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
So that's great. So like, let me just tell you one thing, what's going on in the market now with the expectations of the interest rates going up.
Hold on. I feel like you can get a little bit more information. What's more information that we've heard that would help you? What's the result you want?
What do you mean?
What's the result that you want from this conversation if you can't sell me a house right now and you can't sell me a house sooner? What's the result that you want to get from this conversation?
Just want to try to educate and get the second appointment.
Yes. Now, about that second appointment, that's either going to be a phone call or a video or a face-to-face, right?
Yeah.
What would you need to know to make it more likely that your ask will get a yes rather than a no?
When you're going to be back.
Thank you. Exactly. How my plans are going, when I'm going to be available, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
So I wanted to stop you there because in a lot of cases, salespeople overlook that sort of stuff. Remember, you're my partner. Okay.
Yeah.
We got to work this together. Ali. So we're just super busy in the summer, vacations and stuff.
Sure. When do you expect like you're going to be back in town?
Well, we're gone at least through the end of August, first week of September, something like that.
Oh, that's great. So I know like September 1st will be like back to school, and like just one thing to let you know, like it's now the inventory is going low, and like expectations are like interest rates are going to go up. And one important thing is just to let you know is now during the summer, sellers that have their houses listed for sale, they are real sellers. So we might be able to get like good deals. So you want to wait all the way till September, or like you think like I can connect you to my system where you're going to receive all these listings, and you never know, maybe something would click to you.
Oh, look at that. I like it. You're getting fancy. Very cool. All right. Thank you for the close, Ali. Round of applause, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. So let's see. Let's go. We got a few more minutes left, everybody. And then I have to tell you, of course, how you can come and do training with us if you'd like, and the discount that you get through Agent Locator. Let's do interest rates. Okay. So who's my next willing victim? Rosie Yang has her hand up, right? Rosie, you there?
Hi.
Hi. All right, Rosie. You gave me a call and I said, hey, thanks for giving me a call, Rosie, but we're not going to be buying until like the fall or later, honestly.
Okay. So we're talking about interest rates, you said?
Wait, so we're changing. I'm not going to give you the same objections I gave other people.
Okay.
But we're going to follow the same pattern. Okay, Rosie?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Rosie, thanks for giving me a call, but we're not going to be buying until the fall or later.
Okay. What's important about the waiting until fall?
Well, the interest rates are really just too high right now.
Right. Have you talked to any mortgage broker?
No, but we do watch TV and we just, things are crazy and so we're just going to wait for the rates to come down.
Right. We have, there's another announcement about interest rates. We're going to have another.
Hold on, Rosie.
Okay.
Would you like to understand a little bit more about how I'm thinking?
Yes.
Why do I think the interest rates are going to come down? How do I know the interest rates are going to come down? How are the interest rates impacting my ability to buy, right? Are interest rates the only thing that are affecting me? Are you hearing all the questions that you kind of want to understand from this person?
Okay.
Okay, you're being very transactional and I want you to be more relational, okay? I said, Rosie, my business partner, we're not buying now because we're waiting for the interest rates to come down. And you're going to be like, business partner, where did you hear interest rates are coming down? Or business partner, why does that mean that we can't buy now? I'm not sure, right? Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it one more time. Hey, Rosie, thanks for the call, but yeah, we're not going to be buying until like the fall or later.
Okay. So
You're on the right track. Just find out
okay.
why the fall, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Just keep unpacking.
Okay. What's important about waiting until fall?
Well, you know, these interest rates are just too high right now.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
All right. Well, I have to change the way you think, right,
Mhm.
Rosie? I have to change the way you think.
Okay.
So basically, to change the way right now, you're trying to change my mind, right?
Mhm.
You're just
Mhm.
you don't want me to say what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Do you know why I'm saying what I'm saying? Do you know where I got my information from? Do you know how I'm doing the math? Do you know
No, I
whether
have no
this
idea.
is, yeah, you have no idea about that stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I want you to, at your core, disagree with, you think I'm wrong and I don't know anything, but you
Mhm.
can't tell me that yet.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you have to ask me questions to sort
Mhm.
of discover that I really am completely wrong and I really don't know anything before you can then educate me.
Right.
Is that a better perspective?
Mhm.
All right, let's try it again. One more time. Hey, Rosie, thanks for calling, but I'm not going to be buying until like the fall or later.
Okay. Again, what's important about waiting until fall, this fall?
I mean, the interest rates are just too high right now, frankly.
Right. Where did you find out the, how we say, the news?
Yeah, well, it's all over the internet. You know, I mean, I watch
Right.
the news and the interest rates are really high, and you know, that's just it's making things too expensive.
Right. mm,
You know, what's crazy? Can you
what do you
see?
think of? Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you see the screen that's here?
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of suggestions on there.
Yes, I was. When do you think the interest is going to go down?
I mean, I'm hoping like in the next 6 months, 6 to 8 months, maybe.
I see. So so you're waiting for interest rates to go down and you're going to purchase something.
That's the idea.
Okay. mm,
I think you can roll into your education piece now. Actually, before you even do that, I'd probably find out how the interest rates are affecting my ability to purchase or how it's affecting my payment. Have I figured out what my payment is? That's a good place to ask about whether I've spoken to a lender or anything like that.
Right. Okay.
Okay. All right. Good. Hopefully this is instructional, everybody. I'm trying to move Rosie through the thought process to unpack this person and ask good questions. That's the whole point, right? Everybody, thanks for participating, Rosie. Round of applause for Rosie.
Thank you.
Okay, so as I mentioned, we're up on time for this webinar, this training webinar today. The whole point is understand somebody, unpack them, educate them, soft close, go into a logical next step. When are we going to meet? Why are we going to meet? And what are they going to get out of it? And as I mentioned, we are a scripting and dialogue training company. This is what we do. So right now we have a big webinar of people. And normally we do this in a much smaller group. So agents just like you or team leaders that are looking to get more appointments set from the leads that you have better, more productive conversations and set more nurtures. Come to us for live training. And we do training Monday through Friday. Basically, right now, what we have is a 12-week boot camp. I'm going to show you guys real quick, and you get a discount through Agent Locator. If I go here, can you see that? It says Summer Boot Camp at the top. If you go to Smart Sales Coaching, basically summer boot camp. This is the 12-week course. It's live. You have a once-a-week meeting with a trainer for 50 minutes in a small group. In addition to that, you have open call classes Monday through Friday, each day through the week, that you can attend any of these, as many as you want, where we are helping you work on your skills, your ability to have good conversations, articulate your value, overcome objections, and set good appointments for yourself. So anyway, my assistant Isis has dropped the link in there. Check it out. See if you want to come do training with us. And as I said, you get a discount for being with Agent Locator. So reach out to us. Great seeing all of you guys. Thanks for participating today. Go forth, have better conversations.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.